The little black box that ends the streaming war. Think your streaming setup is fine? Think again. Every night, millions of viewers are unknowingly watching downgraded versions of their favorite movies and shows, leaving color, contrast, and sound on the table that their expensive 4K TVs were built to deliver. The problem isn't you, it's the hardware. Into 2025, Apple quietly launched a device that isn't just another streaming box, it's a strategic strike on the living room. The Apple TV 4K 2025 doesn't play catch-up, it flips the script. Once you see what's inside this little black box, your old Fire Stick, Roku, or smart TV won't just feel outdated, they'll feel prehistoric. Why your streams look worse than they should. Most built-in TV apps and budget sticks silently prioritize compression over quality. That means crushed shadows, smeared motion, and washed-out highlights. You paid for 4K HDR, you're often getting something less. The A17 Pro difference. Cinematic video, not just faster menus. Apple didn't just boost performance, they redefined it. Powered by a re-engineered A17 Pro chip from iPhone 15 Pro pedigree, Apple TV 4K 2025 is designed for one mission: decode and render video at cinematic precision, even beyond what some studio monitors show. Dim Stranger Things scenes where everything used to turn into muddy shadows. Now you can count the individual threads on Eleven's jacket. Nature Doc sunsets, your screen reveals subtle gradients, orange, gold, crimson, that older sticks quietly compressed out of existence. The custom-built AV1 hardware decoder drives native HDR playback. Formats HDR10+, Dolby Vision HLG. Promise native bitrates, not the reduced streams many TV apps default to. Effect, like upgrading from DVD to IMAX, on the same screen. Audio that feels alive, spatial sound with room awareness. Visuals are half the experience, the other half is sound, and this box treats it like a first-class citizen. Using the U1 ultra-wideband chip, Apple TV 4K 2025 maps your room in real time, walls, furniture, and even your seating position. Then it dynamically recalibrates channels so dialogue stays crisp and front and center. Bass lands where it belongs, not muddy, not boomy. Effects feel physical, footsteps pan across the room, rain falls behind you, helicopters sweep overhead. This isn't a virtualization trick. It's physics-based spatial reconstruction happening live, so precise you can close your eyes and point to where sounds are coming from. Unified streaming architecture, the feature that pays for itself. Here's Apple's boldest move, and the one your wallet will love. Apple TV 4K 2025 builds a single intelligent library across your subscriptions: Netflix, Disney+, Max, Apple TV+, Hulu, Prime Video, and more. Search any title and instantly see every available source. Price, resolution, bitrate. Then it autoplays the best quality version at the lowest cost using your active subs. No more renting duplicates. No more paying for what's already free elsewhere. According to Apple's internal data and early reviewer tests, this alone can cut household streaming costs by 35–40%. If you spend $75/month, the device can pay for itself in about 3 months. Ruthless efficiency by design. Direct peering, the quiet weapon. Apple didn't shout about this on stage, probably on purpose. Unlike devices that rely solely on congested public internet routes, Apple TV 4K 2025 leverages direct peering with major providers like Netflix, Disney, and Amazon. Translation. Your stream travels via high-priority pathways straight to the source. Peak hour slowdowns drastically reduced. Result: studio-grade feeds with fewer quality drops and less buffering. While your neighbor's stick chokes at 8 p.m., yours glides. Smart home supercharged, Thread plus Matter hub inside. This Apple TV isn't just for movies, it's the brain of your smart home, with built-in Thread radio and a Matter hub. Connect Philips Hue, Nest, UFI cameras, smart locks, and more without extra hubs. Automations sync with what you watch. Start a movie, lights dim automatically. Watching a thriller, ambient lighting subtly reacts to tension. Doorbell rings, playback pauses, intelligently avoiding key jump scare moments. It's on-device ML orchestrating a cinematic living room experience. The 2025 Siri remote. Small changes, huge impact. Apple finally fixed the most polarizing accessory. Hybrid tactile controls replace the slippery touchpad. Gestures, swipe for volume, double tap for subtitles, press and hold for instant 4K slow-mo. Find My Remote, built-in low-energy beacon talks to your iPhone, leave the room without it, and your phone nudges you. It even glows softly when you walk in. Premium feel, precision machined aluminum, weighted like a luxury key fob. Console-class gaming, no cloud lag. This isn't just a streamer, it's a stealth console. The A17 Pro doesn't idle. Runs AAA titles at native 4K 60 FPS with HDR. Bluetooth controllers connect DualSense or Xbox wireless in seconds. Apple Arcade steps up with TV-first, console-quality titles. iCloud cross-saves let you start on iPhone and continue on TV seamlessly. Parents get next-level control too. AI-powered preferences can intelligently skip specific fears, like spiders, in PG content without breaking continuity. Context-aware, not content-blind. AI upscaling that makes old movies look new. Those 1080p rips and Blu-rays you loved. Apple's AI upscaling, informed by iPhone camera neural networks, analyzes every frame in real time to restore detail and texture. Enhance sharpness without halos. Correct color drift. Reduce judder and stabilize motion. For cinephiles with personal libraries, it's huge. Plex, Infuse, and NAS setups are recognized automatically, with enhancements applied on the fly. The math, why it pays for itself. Typical household, 4-5 services equals 75.90/month. Unified search plus auto-best source reduces duplicate spending. Estimated savings $30/month. Break-even window under 6 months. Extra Apple One bundles, fewer rentals, and access to higher bitrate streams can push savings further. Cross-platform friendly, no walled garden required. You don't have to live in Apple land. Pair it with a Samsung TV, Android phone, or Windows PC. All you need is a free Apple ID. AirPlay works across platforms, and Matter ensures compatibility with almost every smart home brand. This time, Apple doesn't need to lock you in. You'll likely stay by choice. What's Apple really after? Owning the living room. This isn't about a $149 box. It's about the entire home experience, streaming, gaming, lighting, security, music, brought into a single privacy-first platform, not because you're trapped, because it's just better. Early adopters have the advantage. Don't take anyone's word for it. Visit an Apple store or authorized reseller and try a setup similar to your TV. Load a familiar scene and watch staff react to the playback quality. Ask about peering arrangements. They might hesitate. Apple isn't pushing the message. They're letting early adopters discover it. Go home, fire up your favorite show, and it clicks. You're not just watching, you're experiencing. Crisp detail, immersive audio, flawless motion. It feels like a new TV, a new sound system, a new era. Quick comparison. Apple TV 4K 2025 versus typical Sticks TV apps. Video fidelity. AV1 hardware decode plus native HDR bitrates versus compressed streams. Audio, room-mapped spatial audio versus basic stereo virtual surround. Cost control, unified streaming with auto-best source versus sponsored paid placements. Network, direct peering versus public congestion. Smart home, built-in Thread plus Matter hub versus fragmentation hubs. Gaming, 4K 60 HDR with low latency versus cloud lag or mobile tier games. Library lovers, AI upscaling plus Plex infuse NAS versus barebones local playback. Who should buy this? Cinephiles with 4K HDR TVs and proper sound setups. Households juggling multiple streaming subs. Anyone frustrated by compression artifacts and buffering. Parents who want smarter, context-aware controls. Gamers who value low latency, couch-friendly play without a separate console. Smart home users wanting a single, privacy-first hub. Pros. Stunning picture with AV1 plus HDR at native bitrates. Room-aware spatial audio that actually feels 3D. Saves money with unified streaming logic. Noticeably fewer peak-hour slowdowns. Thread Matter Hub replaces multiple bridges. Console-class gaming at 4K 60 HDR. AI upscaling breathes new life into older HD content. Cons. Overkill for casual viewers on basic 1080p sets. Best benefits show up with quality sound systems. Some features depend on app, provider support, and regional availability. FAQs. Does Apple TV 4K 2025 support Dolby Vision and HDR10+? Yes, it supports Dolby Vision, HDR10+, and HLG with native bitrate playback via its AV1 hardware decoder. Can it really lower my streaming bill? The unified streaming architecture aims to auto-select the highest quality, lowest cost version across services. Early testing suggests 35–40% average savings, depending on your subscriptions and viewing habits. Is the direct peering real? Apple hasn't loudly marketed it, but the device is engineered to leverage optimized routes and partnerships that reduce congestion and buffering compared to typical public internet paths. Will it work with non-Apple devices? Yes, you can use it with Samsung/LG TVs, Android phones, and Windows PCs. AirPlay and Matter ensure broad compatibility. You just need a free Apple ID. Does it help with personal libraries? Yes, it works with Plex, Infuse, and NAS servers, applying AI upscaling and enhancements in real time. Final verdict: the only streaming device that matters. Apple TV 4K 2025 doesn't just make streaming faster, it makes it smarter, cleaner, richer, and more human. From the A17 Pro's cinematic decoding to ruthless cost-saving unified streaming, from direct peering to room-mapped audio, from console-class gaming to AI upscaled classics, this box sets the bar other companies will chase for years.